Hi Gemini, welcome back. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome to I'm Destiny Calling Tarot. Gemini, let's get started. This reading is going to cover the time frame of April the 20th through April 30th, 2020. So this is going to be the last reading for the month of April, and next reading will be moving into May. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is feeling well. And I hope everyone is taking care of each other during these times. All right, let's take a few deep breaths. We're going to get into the energies here. That's going to allow us to release all of the negative energies. Another deep breath, guys. It's going to allow us to release all of the toxic, yucky stuff. One big breath. That's going to allow us to bring in all of the positive, good, yummy, and juicy vibes. All right, Gemini, let's get your energy oracle card. It's going to be a general read for the Gemini Collective. All right, first card up. It says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. I'm going to get a second card as well, just to clarify a little bit more on the energies of the read. All right, dates here, guys, are general guidelines in the read. So you might notice things possibly resonating a few days or weeks before and after these dates. We are all on different parts of our journey. Wow, that was super fast. Sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. You have an awful lot going on, I would say, during these times. All right, now that we have the energies, let's go ahead and get the tarot. I'm going to ask that Spirit join us and provide clarifying messages for Gemini. Oh wow, you guys. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Don't want to lose the vibe. Spirit, what additional messages did you want to come forward for Gemini, the twins? All right, I'm going to take a look and see if we can get a few more. Spirit, any additional clarifying details for Gemini? And this is going to be for the time frame of April the 20th through April 30th, 2020. All right. This is your reading, guys. So the first card that came out for you guys is the Lover's card. There's some definite loving going on here. Definite intense relationships. Definite sexual energy for sure. So whether or not that relates to a single person or a couple. So this is definitely somebody who you can say that you have the same values as them and a lot of the same goals. And the really, really, really great thing that I like here for you guys in the read is it's very the type of love that comes through in this read is kind of a contagious love. So others see you and your lover together and they really feed off of the energies because you are so intensely in deep connection with each other, and it really is just an inspiration when others see that kind of deep love that it can exist in the universe. So it's really just incredible is the best word for it. And I think I'm blushing, so that's probably a good thing for you guys. Very hot and heavy, the energies. It's almost as if you're just, you're kind of on a teenager type of energy, right? That young love. But for others, it's not for everyone. Definitely where it's so general, there definitely are going to be different messages resonating with different people. So if that doesn't resonate with you, it may very well be you just really coming into a blissful feeling. So you might be focusing quite intensely on spiritual practices. Yeah, you're really, you're understanding as well on a very, very deep level that the feeling of separation is just an illusion, and you're really beginning to understand that for the first time ever because you understand that we are all one. So it's a feeling of oneness. Yeah, so it's really about sharing, it's really about exploring. Also for others, it's just a feeling of spirit loving you unconditionally, right? And you having the ability to give and receive an abundance of love. This is the new world. This is where we need to be headed. Love is all there is. Anything else is just lack of love. Fear is a lack of love, right? So love is the natural state for us human beings, and we need to get back to that. All right, moving on, we have Knight of Pentacles. So this is about you proceeding with integrity, having dedication, so it likely has something to do with some of you having spiritual growth happening here. Not really sure what it relates to yet as far as reaping rewards, but when this comes out and it indicates dedication, it could be dedication to a relationship for sure, but it can also be dedication to spiritual life. It can be dedication towards committing to co-creating with spirit. Really just never leaving a job that you started half done. So let's keep going and see if we get anything clarifying here. Five of Pentacles. So you're definitely at the, sorry guys, I have a really squeaky chair. I'm gonna fix that. Yeah, so finances here are probably not looking fantastic. You may be fearful as to what you're gonna do next month to cover all of the bills. There may be more of an excess of bills than there is actual income coming in at this time. I know that's kind of a message that's out in the universe right now globally, so I'm not super shocked that came up. So a big message here for specific people is really have the wisdom at this time to accept help from others. So if that help is being offered to you, don't let your pride stand in the way. During these times, these are the times that we're being called to help each other, right? We're being called to see each other and humanity as one and understanding that we're all in this together. So as far as help coming your way, gracefully accept it and make sure in the future when you're able to that you pass it on and pay it forward to others. There's also right now there's a big lack of it's an illusion of lack is the way I like to put it. You're focusing too much right now on I don't have this, I don't have that, I should have this, I should have that, or they have this and I don't have that. This is where at this time your focus is way too prominent in the negative aspect and feeling of lack. Really, 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 really important to turn this around. Find ways to be grateful. Find things that you have currently that you are super happy to have in your life. It's the simple little things. Gratitude can make such a great difference as far as abundantly magnetizing and manifesting bigger and better things in your life. Also, indication that health obviously needs to be top priority, but there is going to be some struggle as far as health not feeling 100%. That doesn't necessarily mean it's terrible, but there is definitely an energy of that here. So that's not for everyone. All right, 9 of Swords. So specifically here in your read, this is very much telling me that it's going to take some shifting in your mindset. So shifting that fear mentality into possibilities, solutions, possibilities, right? It's all about what can you control right now? What can you work with now? Really just shifting the negative self-talk. Be compassionate with yourself at this time. You are doing the best that you know how to do during this time. And that's okay. We're all in this together. This too shall pass, you guys. I can promise you that. Not saying that it's not going to get worse before it gets better, but it will pass. It will. And if you stay optimistic, if you make a plan, put a plan in place for your future, you can focus on creating the future, things can really get exciting for you. Two of Wands. So there's a sense of a power struggle. It's an unfortunate energy here. That tells me that there could be, there could definitely be lingering relationship issues, and I'm sensing it's likely to be family related. It's not likely to be romantic partnerships. So it, for some reason, could be a power struggle within the family dynamic. But what I'm going to focus on here, mostly on this specific card, is it definitely came out here is for a lot of you to just represent creative planning for your future. Okay, this is time for you to trust in the unknown, because this is where we're all at. This is our reality. The unknown is our reality at this time. So it's time to get ambitious about setting up a plan for ourselves. It's really a time to go within and really ask yourself a lot of the hard questions that you've never really taken the time to ponder. You might find some of the answers surprise you. You might find your mindset shifting. You might come up with new ideas, things that you have never contemplated before. Next card is Eight of Wands. So I'm getting a very quick, sudden energy here. So it's almost like you have a renewed sense of purpose in your life. So it's about transformation, right? This is all about growth and reaping rewards. This can be also change on a physical level. It doesn't have to be mental, emotional, spiritual, or it can be on all of them. But this card does specifically represent on a physical level. So I'm hearing that it's time to act. Yeah, so just make sure that you're taking advantage of this energy. This energy is here to support you. I'm just feeling things are starting to ramp up for you here, and they're really going to start to happen quite quickly. All of a sudden, it's like delays are just over. So you might kind of feel as though things are all happening for you at once. And the thing is, if you don't get on board, there is the potential that you may actually bring in unwelcomed changes. So it's best to be proactive, and when that energy burst comes to you, you're really going to want to go with it and create and manifest and co-create with spirit, and like I said, come up with new ideas and possibilities and solutions, and just overall just don't be lazy during this time. There is a little bit of indication that that would be a real disservice to yourself during this time. Ten of Swords. Next card. Guys, don't put limits on what the universe can bring to you. That's exactly what this card is here in your reading to tell you. If you're doing that, you're going to be kind of hitting up against a brick wall. So you really have the choice to make. You can choose fear or love. Fear mentality, all about negative, lower vibrations, or the love vibration, which is positive and optimistic and encouraging and hopeful, and there definitely is going to be an ending of sorts to the way things were done, the old way. Those things are dying off for the globe at this time. So recognize that, jump on board and get started with the new. The new universe is going to be formed, and you need to be a part of it. All right, look at this, guys. 2 of Cups. Make sure you're cherishing all of your loved ones during this time. That's, again, go back to being grateful for all that you do have. Guys, I don't have to tell you, this is sexual energy between 2 people. There is an awful lot of that in this read. Mutual attraction for sure. It really, like I say, can also just be you cherishing your loved ones and encouraging each other during the difficult times. So it might be a friend or family member who just brings out the best of you, and you do the same for them. And you understand on a spiritual level that we're really just all expressions of divine love. Wow, you have 2 major arcana. So there was the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. So I mean, there's, take the good and the bad, because there's potential for both during this time. You have to be flexible, understand that change is constant. This is a soulmate card. Definitely a lot of people coming together. Maybe it's a relationship where you're living with someone and your relationship just hasn't been fantastic. Maybe you haven't spent a lot of time together. Maybe you've grown apart, and this is just really allowing you to kind of rekindle the romance, really getting to know each other again. But when this comes, it's screaming. Remember, you want to make sure you're sending out positive vibes. Really, really, really huge message. But overall, for the general read, the entire message here is all about new beginnings. Yeah, really just being open here, I feel, for completely new starts. You might notice coincidences happening specifically, and it's kind of like that proof that Spirit's got your back. Some people are also going to really kind of come into their knowing of their destiny during this time because of a lot of self-reflection and really just going inward and figuring out what it is that makes them as a unique individual just light up and want to help also to light up the universe, right? Next card. Two of Pentacles. So when you come to setting up your goals, just make sure that you're being realistic. This is going to be about balancing and prioritizing all your personal responsibilities. Be flexible as well if you need to ask for some help. This represents being confident and being grounded, adaptable. I do sense that you feel as though there's too much going on, and that can't really be helped right now. So it's really going to be about focusing on the positive right now. What is it that you can work towards? What is it? What solutions can you come up with? What things can you be grateful for at this time in your life? Next card, Four of Cups. All about reevaluating where life has brought you up to this point. This is where you're really going to have a lot of confidence building here. Any mistakes you've made in your past, you're going to really start to understand full circle how they had to happen to get you to where you are today. Really what I'm getting there. And the last card is the Eight of Pentacles. This can represent a very peaceful, happy home. It's definitely symbolic of growth. Again, growth in all different areas. Really confidence in yourself and your future. Doing what you love doing. That's a really, really big message. Hearing that some of you are gaining the respect of your peers. You're starting to see your gifts, the reason that you were brought here in this world, to share your gifts with this world. Yeah, just a lot of really, really great confidence here. All right, guys, so that's the end of your read for this week. Let's go ahead and get an inspirational card to end the read. Whew, pretty intense stuff, guys. It's really started out incredibly strong. Incredibly powerful. Spirit, please provide one last message here for Gemini. One last message for Gemini, please, Spirit. Message, what information did you want to come forward for Gemini? And this is going to be to cover the time frame of, oh, first card out, guys, says, happiness is my birthright. Yes, yes it is. And don't ever forget that. Don't let anyone ever make you feel differently. Alright guys, that's the end of your reading for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Next read will be for the month of May, coming up hopefully soon. I hope some of these messages have helped some of you, and if you feel they can help others, please pass this along as well. Thank you so much for each and every single one of you who watch these videos. It truly, really humbles me greatly. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Also, if you haven't already, please click on like, and for those of you who are new to this channel and would like to visit from time to time, please remember to click on subscribe. Take care of yourself and take care of others. We'll see you soon. Bye.